Hello, this is Stretching with Sal, Part 2. For Part 2, we're going to be manipulating the ball and socket joint of the shoulders. We'll be staying in Stretch 1, which manipulates the hips. We're going to be manipulating the upper body to get a nice stretch. Bring them back. Anything to get these ball and socket joints to really move with themselves and against themselves, and you'll get a nice stretch. Look forward to seeing you. First thing we're going to do is get into our stretch number 1 from the first video. When you're doing the upper body stretches, the lower body you basically just balance on. You keep them in the same direction, and it's basically just isolated to the upper body. So basically, left foot forward, right foot back, just like a normal step. You're going to take a look at that right foot. You're going to feel the weight adjustment in your hips. From there, you're going to start various stretches. Here we're going to start with the extension of the arms out. And really let them stretch all the way out. Give it a turn. Just give it a good stretch to begin with. When it feels a little stretched out, go ahead and extend as far as you can. I'm going to take a look all the way this way. I'm going to try and look at the camera if I can. Feel a little cramp. Come on all the way back. And take a look all the way I can that way. And basically you're extending your fingertips as far as they go. That's part of the stretch. You can really feel your lats, your shoulders really starting to stretch out. Come back, and then basically go into it was like a double bi stretch, except you're not flexing your biceps. You're basically just stretching your lats. It's a very nice stretch. Come all the way back around as far as you can and hit it again. It's basically just a squeeze of the upper body. You're leaving your biceps alone. You're coming back. One stretch that's very nice is the pat yourself on the back stretch. And that is just grabbing your elbow with your wrist. With your hand, you're going to get behind your shoulder. You're going to pat yourself on the back. Good job. Someone's got to tell you good job. Tell yourself good job. And as you go back, you're going to be using this wrist to pull or to push, and then you're going to hang on to your shoulder there, and you're going to do various levels of squeezing. Wrist to elbow, fingertips to shoulder, thigh to thigh. You're giving a good squeeze here, and it's going to allow you to get more mobility. This is nice because you get a stretch here and you get a stretch here. You're pulling and you're pushing up and you're pulling at the same time. Very nice stretch. And then you basically reverse it. Pat yourself on the back. Hey, good job. Go back all the way around as far as you can. Go back this way. Pat yourself on the back. Come back. Now this whole time I'm doing this, my left foot and my right foot are in the same position. My thighs are locked if I'm looking this way. I'm squeezing those thigh bones together and getting some friction, and I can really extend as far back as physically possible, and it feels really good. From here, basically you're going to work with your thumbs. You want to leave the actual digit that extends out alone. Don't even worry about that. That's not the thumb I'm talking about. The meat of the thumb back here, right next to the wrist. You come around with this hand underneath and you just grab it. And as you grab it, it has its own movement even separate than the whole hand. And you bring it up, and basically it just locks at a certain point. And when it's locked, you just gently take it around. Take your thumb for a ride. You're going to look all the way, then you're going to extend it all the way around. You're grabbing it. Lock the next thumb. Boom. All the way around. And when you pull it, you pull the whole cargo. You don't just pull the wrist. Everything comes with it. And you do the exact same thing. You can practice just giving that a stretch. There's a lot of muscle right there, and you can just pull it this way, pull it that way. Basically it just manipulates the whole the arms, the shoulders. Basically after those two thumbs you basically reverse, except rather than grabbing at the meat of the thumb, you're using these fingers and grabbing at the outside of the thumb. And by doing this, it automatically you pull it up, the elbows, boom, go up, and then you do the exact same thing. And this just changes the lock of the arms a little bit, a little more upper body. And basically it's just a range of motion. And visually you take a look at the corner of the room that you normally don't look at. Legs in place the same way. At a certain point the thighs will together, it feels good. Switch back to this thumb and you're going to grab this part with your fingers. And it doesn't hurt, it's just a rotation. And you just go back and back and back. And you get tremendous flexibility. Get back here. Okay, now another stretch that works is to grab the hands, bring them up. Basically you have this hand, you're going to grab those fingers, not tight at all, and you're just going to go up and you're going to look all the way this way. And as you do, it will be a natural at a natural stopping point, and you can flex upwards. And as you flex upwards, you can really feel this nice stretch. Normally the stretches are kind of loose. You don't really flex unless you're feeling like you want to, like you need to, like it's a good natural position. And here is an excellent natural position where you just squeeze. And basically you're just kind of squeezing all the way up here, all the way up here. You can feel it all the way down to your hips. Your thighs are together, putting pressure against each other. It is very similar to this lat stretch, except it's upward. And then you let go a little bit, don't have to stretch so hard. Go back this way, and when you get to a certain point, you just go up. And you can feel the tension, and it's a very nice upward stretch. You can really feel it all the way from the hips, all the way up the triceps. You can do these in any way you want to. Start with one, start with the other. If you like one, do it more than the other, however it works. After about 2 or 3 of these, you'll really realize that the stretch and the mental part is tremendous relief, and it feels good. Good luck. Thank you.